Good morning and welcome to the Witcher Math Channel. I'm pretty excited this morning to film this one because it's been happening in class and I've been meaning to do it for a while, and today's the day. I'm sorry for any shadows that happen because we have a rare day of blue sky outside, but that's not gonna stop us. A few shadows will not stop us. So as we get into slope and y equals mx plus b and things like that, the concept of a slope triangle and the term slope has come up. So here's my short lesson, hopefully very short. Okay, given a task of graph these things, graph and find the slope, 3 tasks, and write the equation in y equals mx form, where m is the slope. For a little bit of background, before this, we have thought of slope as a constant, a unit rate. It's had many names since the beginning of the school year. Here we are in November. Constant, unit rate, a multiplier, a constant of proportionality. There are probably a few other ones too, but it's been called many things, but today's the magical day. We start calling it slope. So why don't we get started? I'm going to go ahead and graph. Of course, -2 means left, -3 means down. So start at the origin. Speaking of origin, there it is. Why not just graph that? That's our reset point for graphing. So left 2, down 3. There's the origin, 0, 0. That's where the x and the y-axis intersect. Then this +2 means go right, and +3 means go up. Go right, go up. You see what's happening here, so let me keep moving. +4 means go right 4, and +6 means go up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 to the right and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So important in all of this stuff is to stop sketching things on notebook paper and get more precise. Using a ruler can reveal, especially on a line like this, many more points on the line, and it makes it easier for us to make a slope triangle, which is the whole point of this video. Okay, we've got our points on the graph. Okay, here are our instructions for, I'm going to make it as easy as 1, 2, 3. Choose any 2 points on the line. Any 2. It doesn't matter. That's kind of crazy in math. Choose any 2 points on the line. We have so many options. Sometimes that's confusing for students. With so many choices, we're used to being told what to do. So in this case, I'm going to choose these 2 points. And you saw me do that, so let's check that off the list. Choose any 2 points. Number 2, calculate the slope using a slope triangle, using the triangle that we made. We make the triangle by simply, with the 2 points, we move horizontally from one and vertically with the other until we create an intersection point. And there's our, it's always going to be a right triangle. Okay. And to calculate the slope, we do the change. That means the change, delta. The Greek symbol delta is not only part of their alphabet, the Greek alphabet, but also in math it means the amount of change, and it saves us from having to write 6 letters every time we think of that. It's the change in y over the change in x. So it's written as a fraction because we move 2 directions. So it can either change from up here to down here, or it can change from down here to up there, and it's just a distance. So think of absolute value. Okay, so we're not thinking negative for down and positive for up. We're just thinking how far is it. And so we start on choose your point, 1, and then we go from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Y changed by 6. And the x value, the horizontal value, choose a point. How far does it go? 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't count the one you start on. Just count how many intervals there are in between the 2 points. So vertical change of 6, horizontal change of 4. So the slope here, I'll go ahead and kind of shade that in. Very nice. That is how you make a slope triangle, and that is the slope. But that's not all. Let's do a couple more examples since the video is already rolling and my voice is warmed up. Whew. Also, it doesn't matter which 2 points you choose. It also does not matter which side of the line you go on. So, and it doesn't matter what size the triangle is. So I'm going to choose these 2 points because they're real close to each other. Make a tiny triangle. T, T, tiny triangle. Yeah. And so let's do the same thing here. The change in y. I'm color coding, so this big mess we're going to end up with hopefully will still make sense. The vertical change is 1, 2, 3. And the horizontal change is 1, 2. Start somewhere, count the intervals. 2. 3 over 2. Very nice. And what the heck? Let's make a green one since I have a green pen sitting here. Let's connect the most distant 2 points on this. In fact, here's another one down here. That's one of the benefits of using a ruler, is we can see more than we actually did. And I can make this gigantic. I mean, look at that. It's huge. I'm going to make the outline bold to emphasize that. So I have this huge slope triangle. It's green, but it's going to have these same characteristics. It's going to have a vertical change. So I'm going to start down here this time, crazy, and count the intervals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Woo! That's a big number. I almost can't count that high. Now we do the horizontal change. Keep using these words, and I hope you'll find the more you use them, the more it's just easy and we don't have to do flashcards. You use the vocab and then you know it. The horizontal change here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so I have my green triangle. We're getting to the fun part. Hang tough. I'm going as fast as I can while still going hopefully slow enough for you to understand. We have 3 slope triangles. They're all color-coded. Here's the fun part. We're going to put them all in simplest form. Here's step 3. I told you I'd make it as easy as 1, 2, 3. Simplest form. So I'm going to reduce 6/4 top and bottom by dividing by 2. So that gives me 3 over 2. for the pink one. For the orange one, it's already 3 over 2. You see what's coming. You see it coming. But just like a train wreck, you have to stop and look, right? Because you're not sure. We need to confirm. So if I have 12/8, I can divide both of those by 4. The greatest factor. 12 divided by 4 is what? You know, come on. You see what's happening here. 8 divided by 4, yeah, you already said it. You already said it. So that's the deal, and that's why it doesn't matter which side of the triangle or how big the triangle is or which 2 points you use or if you find some new point. It doesn't matter because when you calculate the change in y over the change in x and put them in simplest form, you have the slope. Look, they're all the same. So that's why it doesn't matter. And I'm going to go back to black to wrap it up. That's how we started. That's what Amy Winehouse said, right? Back to black. So y equals, we're putting it in this form, the slope, which is what? Okay, I'll give that to you. Y equals 3/2 x. What that means is y goes up 3 for every 2 x's to the right. The mark of Zorro. Y goes up 3 for every 2 that we go to the right. Just for future reference, slope, the y value, if the line is going up, which it is here, is positive, but it could also go down. So the y value can go up or down, but the x value always goes to the right. Like reading a book, we're always tracking this way across the page. So if the line is going down, we do all this stuff and then we just put a negative sign there. But this one's going up, and that's all I have for today. Thank you, goodbye. Oh yeah, subscribe, bye.